What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Automation Station here with the PeakBot team. I am Dylan Del Rosso, joined by Ben Colabella, co-founders of PeakBot and co-hosts of today's show. Happy Friday. Got a lot going on. Well, there's a lot going on everywhere, specifically here on Earth.
Very specific.
Specific to Earth. And I guess there's other stuff going on. We're trying to get people on Mars right now, but we're not going to be talking about that today. We're going to be talking about trading. We're going to be talking about automated trading, specifically options for the most part. We might throw in a shout out from one of our equities partners on some recent successes, Squeeze Finder, and some big gains that were locked in on a couple positions. So that's always fun. I think about an 80% winner, close to that.
9,000%.
Yeah, 9,000% winner. Only a couple traders were holding the bag on that one for a couple months, but those who were, 9,000% return. We'll have to pull up the stock chart for that one.
I saw the owner of SqueezeBot sent us a screenshot of that person's account. I think they put like $100 into the trade and they made $9,000.
Yeah. We could show it, and maybe we let more people join so they can get fired up about it. So we'll hold it. We'll hold it. But anyway, so let's get some music going, unless it's playing and I can't hear it.
You want to feed the ducks?
Yeah, let's feed some ducks. All right. So first of all, I think we're gonna stick to this view. This is us. This is us now. All right, Ben?
This is us now. Just
up. Can you go get contacts?
Personal, in your face. What's that?
Can you go get contacts? You're glaring.
I could operate blind.
Oh, can you? I'm not asking you to really do that. I was glary on this show for 3 years.
You know, I'm sure you know this because prior to you getting LASIK, you also had to get glasses. But if you just do this with your eye the right way, you can see fine.
That's the astigmatism adjustment there. Is just
I don't know what you call it, but when I'm like laying down in bed at night and we've got something on TV, I'm just like laying down
like this. Are you kidding me? I can't believe you're revealing this live on air. That is truthfully hilarious.
It's a life hack that people that wear glasses need to know about.
I can't believe it. I'm a lifelong glasses wearer for over 25 years or something, and I've never tried it. I guess I just stuck to the squinting method. But anyway, so we're going to review trades from this week. There was, Ben, what day was that with the cliffhanger on King Condor? What day was that?
Wednesday? I want to say it was Wednesday.
All right, we'll look at the results. And we've realized that whenever we have a position expiring that day at market close, and if it's close, because if it's an easy blowout win, not exciting. We're just happy we won. If it's a loss, not exciting. Nobody's happy. But if it's close, and this one it was awesome. And we ended up on the right side of the trade, took home a full win on King Condor on, I think it was Wednesday. We'll confirm. But we're going to take a look at that trade. Ben, I think it was, oh, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Tuesday it was. Hey there, Doug. How you doing? Good to see you. Trading is where it's at, El Mano. Automated trading is actually where it's at, and I'm not sure if you're new to the game here or not, but welcome to the world of automated trading with PeakBot. So we're going to get into all the strategies. Ben, we got Trader Trivia today.
We do indeed.
An opportunity to win a free month to PeakBot Pro, our subscription with access to all of our automated strategies, currently 4 operating right now, which we're going to go through. All right, Ben, anything else? We'll take a look at some economic events heading into next week, and we'll take a look at the market today. So, Ben, while people are still joining, let's not forget about our partner bots, Squeeze and a couple others. But why don't we get started on the trades that we've seen this week? We go bot by bot, unless you think there's a better way to spend our time here.
We can certainly do that.
All right. So let's start with BenBot. Now, BenBot is, let's see here. So I'll get the result. Oh, whoa. What did we click? Did I do that?
I don't know. I'm trying to find where's the view where it's us on the side. There it is.
That's the one we're looking for. Are you sharing screen or am I? All right, you got it.
You could share screen if you got some good. I was going to show the PeakBot trade for today. Currently, we are in a position down about $100 at the moment. So we got in 3 minutes after the market opened, as we normally do. Bought 100 shares, sold a covered call. On top of that, we bought the shares for $239.90. We did sell the 241 call. And you might be thinking, if you know about the PeakBot, well, I thought we were just rounding up. Well, at the time the bot drew in the data, we were above 240, and then by the time we actually filled our order to buy, we were below 240. So that's why there's a slight difference there. We could earn more money if prices go up. However, prices have been dropping today, so there will likely be an adjustment made some point this afternoon. We will see if markets start to recover. Maybe not. We will see.
Okay.
But right now the position's currently down $100. I'm trying to think through different strategies here for when we are down. Can we soften that loss even further by rolling to a different day? That's going to take some adjustments to the bot, but these are just things that I'm thinking.
Well, you can look at it if you'd like, if that's helpful. We got some time for it. Up to you.
We've got some time. All right. Yeah, let's pull up Trading View. I'm going to pull up IWM here. Let's see. We got in. Geez, I gotta put my glasses on for this one.
Oh, see, yeah, you shouldn't have never.
There we go. Okay, now I can see. All right, so we got in right here. That's where our shares are. So we need to bump back up, and then our sold call is at this level right here. So we'll just change the color here. That's the money zone. All right, we need to get up above that money zone, and then we are set to, if that does happen by the end of the day, we're set to win $134, which is well above the average win on this bot. So that would be nice. Can we get a midday reversal to the tune of about $2.30? We'll see. We've seen it happen before, but I don't know that much else is going on this afternoon that would be a catalyst for something like that. Dylan, do you have how the past few days have gone this week?
Yeah, so for PeakBot, we are traded all 4 days so far, 2 for 2 on the trades, all right, or 2 and 2, if you will. Took home $60, and Ben, let me just grab this screen here quick.
Yeah, do it.
Remove, add. All right, so right now in September, we're just scraping by. That may change here today. Likely will, could flip to the other side. All right, so $60 on Monday, lost 50 on Tuesday, lost 129 on Wednesday, made $88 yesterday. So we're net red on the week, just down $31, made 72 last week, which leaves us with 41 on the month, which not what we're looking for, but not much we can do about it, other than understanding that we will return to the mean here. The strategy does, on average, win about 70 to 71% of the time. And so very confident, a lot of time left in the month here. And, but yeah, we'll see what we can pull off today. But those are the results so far. And just as a reminder, everybody, this strategy is averaging an annualized return of about 30%. All right, bringing in between 2 and 2.5% per month on average. All right. So Ben, have you been able to think through, or is it too early to be thinking through adjustments right now?
I'm kind of just looking live at these numbers here. Depends how much time you want to spend on it. So as we know, for all intents and purposes, let's just say I got my shares at 240, right? So I want to sell at the 240 level. So I'm looking at Monday's expiration right now. It's a little cut off there, but that's what I'm looking at. Monday's expiration. I'm looking at the 240 put strike, thinking about, all right, do I want to spend $1.70 to be able to sell shares for basically break even, and then I'm going to use today's credit to offset that a little bit. Can I also offset that debit by selling the 240 call for Monday as well? Overall, mathing that out, we'd be looking at about $100 loss split between today and Monday. So $50 per day, if we want to look at it like that. I don't know. I'm not entirely convinced that that's the right way to go. I think we could go to the 239 strike, maybe get a little bit better results. I'm not sure. I think after this show, I'm gonna have to whip out the old spreadsheet and figure it out.
All right. It's okay. Cool. Not rushing into any decisions, letting things kind of develop here, obviously. So overall market today has been flat city, chop city, right? I mean, for the most part, we saw maybe a little bit of a spike around 10:45, 11 o'clock, and then return back down to about where we opened. And we're about flat on the open here now. I'm just looking at the SPX charts. So, Ben, that's been unusual as of late, huh?
Yeah, and I just tried the no glasses thing again. It's not happening.
You don't want to sit there like this for the rest of the show either?
No.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, but I mean, truthfully, Ben, I've been trying to train myself not to look at the market throughout the whole day, and it's getting tough. But when was the last time we've seen them? I'm looking at the last couple weeks here just to see the last time we've been this flat. Yeah. There's been a lot of interest. It's been a while. I was looking at maybe the 9th here didn't have too much action. I mean, it did drop down, but it kind of ended up recovering. But anyway, all right. So that's BenBot. We'll see what we can do today. Not rushing into it. And we'll go from there. So let's talk about King Condor or Shorebo, Ben. What would you prefer?
Let's go Shorebo. Shorebo was off today. Was off yesterday as well, due to economic events.
So it's not doing so hot, Ben.
No.
Shorebo's not having a great month. All right, so we're coming off of we're in a bit of a drawdown here. Okay, between August and September here, not necessarily fun. We're looking at probably, I'm just back of napkin math, looking at like a 13% drawdown here, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood. All right. And we've seen that. I think, in fact, our last data, Ben, was around a 14%, 16%, being the largest drawdown since the back test period of about 3.5 years.
Yep.
So, again, like, we're not here to be celebrating these losses, but we're here to be informing about the losses and educating you guys about these drawdowns that do happen. This is still very much a winning strategy, as we can see here. We launched it in July, made 7% or $712 there. But look, there's certainly some recovery needed on this strategy. An opening range breakout strategy, forming on the first 15 minutes of action, and then taking a trade based on the momentum and the direction if we're to break outside of that opening range. Okay, so Ben, we're not in a Shorebo trade today. We were not in a trade yesterday. We took a brutal, was it a double loss here on the 10th?
No, I think that was just a normal old loss.
Crazy movement against us, and took it. So down 6.5% so far in September. Anything outside of that to discuss on Shorebo other than hoping for some green here soon?
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, I guess, what does this all mean, right? Like, if the strategy's not winning, what does that all? Why is it not winning?
Why?
Well, the strategy is built on that opening range breakout, right? So we're counting on early day momentum to drive the price of the market in one way or another, and kind of stick to that throughout the course of the day. Now, recently, over the past 2 months, month and a half, because July was hot, into August too. So this is a recent skid, I'd say, 4 weeks. So we have obviously, as a result, has not been seeing price move the way that momentum is indicating in the morning. Rest assured, our team is looking at over 300 different indicators for this strategy to see if there's anything else that can give us an edge to maybe let us know, like, hey, today's opening range breakout might be a fake out, right? And it's not just this bot that we're looking into with those 300 different data points. It's also our King Condor strategy, which maybe this is a good time to transition over to King Condor. Yeah. That's been really fun to watch. We have a machine learning model looking at all of our past trades, looking at the back tested data, looking at over 300 data points every single day for these trades. And Dylan, for yesterday, we didn't have a trade then either because of CPI, I believe it was. Okay. And then today we're in a position. So anyways, I just sidetracked myself when you pulled this up. We have machine learning models looking at all of these trades. I'm excited. We're actually going to be launching a version of the King Condor AI will be launching on Monday for us internally. We're going to test it out for a little while. Then we'll pull some beta testers in. Once we feel good about the beta testing, then we'll launch it to everybody that's available. We will probably just replace the current logic of the King Condor bot with the AI version of the logic.
Yep. That's very exciting. Our AI analysis and prediction software and everything we've been building into it is it's been outperforming the live strategy by a significant margin. So we don't rush into these decisions, but we've got a lot of data, enough to make us fairly confident in what we're seeing, and we're going to continue to just keep a close eye. But yeah, as early as next week. So Ben, why don't we pull up? I have the SPX chart up, all right, and then what I want to look at is the trade from Tuesday, and we can answer Doug's question here.
Yeah, while you're pulling that up, I'll answer Doug's question. So Doug, the AI part of the bot is looking at our delta mainly. What is the optimal delta? What's the delta given the current conditions at the time of entry? What's the optimal delta to place an order at, so that way we earn enough credit and we are not putting ourselves in too much risk? Where's that high level of confidence within the machine learning model that particular day? So we are looking, those 300 plus data points are being examined from the 10 delta to the 30 delta. That's kind of where we want this strategy to sit. And if we can't find the desired risk reward, which is going to be determined by the machine learning model, if we can't find that desired risk reward on a particular day, then it just won't trade. We do anticipate to still not trade during major economic or political events, but other than that, we're gonna let the model do its thing, let the bot run, and try our best not to interfere and let data do its thing. So yeah, the AI part will be adjusting where we set our strikes for the King Condor bot. And we're looking into the same thing for Shorbo. The first effort was focused on King Condor. Now we're focusing, now that we've got something to put out into the market and test, now we're going to be focusing on Shorbo and figuring out how far out of the money do we want to place our strikes. We'll still stick to the $5 wide strikes, but much like the King Condor strategy, what's the optimal delta there? And right now we don't place trades based on delta on Shorbo, but I think with this update, we'll be reliant on delta, those data points, and maybe potential non-trades on certain days.
Awesome. So while you were giving the update there, I was trying to look for the strikes from Tuesday, Ben. Do you think you'd be able to quickly find what the strikes were from Tuesday's King Condor?
I mean, pull up the chart, and
yeah, so
wherever we closed, that's where the strike was.
Yeah. So I think it was, all right, so we'll zoom in here and we'll take a closer look. So let me share screen. So this is our King Condor trade from Tuesday, where we earned $265 per unit. Okay, so these, let's get this on screen. Yep, absolutely, Doug. So here it was. It was expiring on the 9th, which means I believe we entered on the 8th, okay, on around 3:15. Okay, so it was technically this bar here, all right, in which we entered. Makes sense. I don't know if this was specifically the bottom or not, but I do believe 515 was the top. So we can see entry here, out of money, out of money, out of money. Okay. As we're starting to get into the middle of the day, Tuesday, we start drifting upward. Ben, I think it had to be lower, right? Because weren't we in the money for a while?
Just in the last couple of minutes.
So
we thought we were going to lose it. It was 65.15. That's what the strike was for sure.
Okay.
So pull up the minute bars for this day.
Yeah. So let's go. This might retrace us. Hold on. So I got to get back to the 9th. All right. So here we go. Yeah. These are the minute bars here for the 9th. Yeah.
There you go. Bottom left.
Okay, here it is.
Yep, that's the day. So yeah, because I remember we were like, there's no way we're gonna lose this trade at the last minute when we were profitable all day long.
Yeah, here it is.
We were getting mad.
Yeah, so this is what happened to us. All right, so yeah, you're right. So we were just kind of choppy all day, floating in this range. Now at, I would say, maybe 353, we start getting a little nervous. Right, we're like, whoa, big bar. We know Thomas was on the 1 minute bar, so we knew Thomas detected that. So big bar, all right. Okay, maybe it's gonna drop back down. 355, all hell breaks loose. Okay. I mean, right, we're losing it. Price jumped all the way up to its high around 518 and change. So at that point, like, you're not looking so hot. Well, at what point, Ben, we were looking at the debit mid? Was it ever going to be a loser? Or it was close enough to expirations. Maybe that wasn't the case, but I don't know if you remember. But anyway, regardless, the point is it came back down in the last 2 bars, or on the last bar, really. We crossed over and back out of the money, and it
was a stressful 5 minutes.
Ridiculous.
We're not just concerned for ourselves. We're concerned for the bunch of other people that are trading and automating the strategy.
All of our traders, yeah. So this would be the profit zone right here, and we just had a scare at the end there. So that was a good win, $265. Let's look at today. I definitely screwed up some lines here. We'll go back to the 15-minute bars. Ben, do you know off the top of our head what our strikes are for today?
Off the top of my head, I do not.
All right, I'll pull it up in my Tradier account. How about that?
You pull that, and then Doug has an interesting comment. Wonder if the growth in bot trading is what causes that end-of-day chaos. It is. Dylan and I did a study. We actually presented at one of the Tradier summits about this. And Mark Phillips from Harvested has a really cool chart that shows volume activity by minute. And you can see that on the hour marks throughout the day, there's higher volume spikes, which are indicative of, hey, we've got a program that's trading for us at the hour. And then at the open and then at the close, price goes crazy at the close. So yeah, I do believe that the growth in bot trading and not just, amongst institutional investing, bots have been around for decades there, but even retail, there's sign me up for the bot scalper bot.
That's what's that? I missed it.
Sign me up for the bot scalper bot. Scalp price movements that are caused by bots. Give me a bot.
Yeah.
I love that.
I wish it were that easy.
We're going to need an AI to determine patterns within the market that are driven by bot trades, and then that AI will outsmart other AI.
We're just going to need the smarter AI.
It'll scalp the dumber AI.
AI, man, what were we doing before AI, huh? Elon Musk out here saying that if this was a real clip, because it might have been AI, wouldn't know, can hardly tell anymore already, which is terrifying. But he's like, yeah, if AI and robots don't fix our government, we're screwed. Like, Elon, you can't be saying that, man. All right, let's look at today's position.
I think Elon is just, pull it up, but Elon's just hedging. He's hedging for when Skynet takes over, and he wants to be able to go to the robot overlords and say, hey, I was on your team the entire time.
Yeah,
Maybe
totally.
spare.
You're not far off. All right, let's get this on stage here. Let's get our faces blown up a little bit more. All right. So here's our position. Okay. So we enter. Actually, I should zoom out. So because we entered here. All right. Or no, am I on the wrong day? Yeah, I am.
Is that not today?
No. But we entered here, not back there. Okay. So here it is. So we entered yesterday, Thursday, around.
You should put your PeakBot.com opening candle indicator on, so that way you see the opening candle of each day.
I had it on, and then it removed. What was it again?
It's PeakBot.com opening candle.
Here's our opening candle for today. So we entered yesterday in the 315 range. All right. I mean, this isn't all that exciting now that we're looking at it. I mean, that's a good thing for the position. For an iron condor, you want things to not be very exciting, right? You want neutral range bound activity. We're getting it. Here's the open today. We can see the total range today it saw as low as 580 and looks to be as high as around 594. Okay. So $14. Yeah. All right. So that's Ben. That's great. That's very minimal movement on SPX. You know.
Don't go jinxing us now.
No. We're knocking on wood and the whole thing and all that. But yeah. So look, we thought, Ben, we'd have a scare at 10 o'clock. Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report, which has gotten us in the past. But nothing doing. Here was the 10 o'clock bar right here. I mean, one of the bigger bars on the day. 15 minutes, but not any real activity. So, Ben, is there anything scheduled for the rest of the day that can knock our stocks off here?
There's like some other report, maybe oil rig count, something like that.
Okay. All right. Counting the oil rigs. So that's here. So again, these blue lines indicate our profit zone. Can I draw on this thing? Yeah. That's horrible, but yeah, that's our profit zone. Ben, we said we weren't going to forget. We haven't done trader trivia.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, we've got enough people on X now to where I think we've got a couple people emailing us. We'll see.
All right, let's do it.
Trader trivia. Let's change up the music. Let's get.
I got you.
You got that? I got the screen. You got the music. Here we go. We got it popping up. Let's go. Trader trivia. All right, this is how this works. If you've ever been thinking about trying a trading bot, you've been hearing about it, you see other people using it, here's your chance to try our trading bot for free. There's a number of strategies you can choose from once you get your free account, but all you have to do is answer this question correctly. Send that answer to experience@peakbot.com. That is the email on screen, and we will email you back with a link to start your PeakBot subscription for free for 1 month. If you don't like it, you cancel it. Right? Easy enough, right, Dylan?
That could be easier.
All right. Here's the question that you need to answer correctly. What year did the first exchange-traded fund, otherwise known as an ETF, launch in the U.S.? Was it A, 1985, B, 1993, C, 2000, or D, 2010? Think about it. Send that answer in. While you're thinking about it and sending that answer in, let's go over a quick fun fact in our Did You Know segment. Did you know the New York Stock Exchange did not have a floor for women until 1967? I feel like we've had this one before.
I think I remember Mickey.
Yeah, maybe this was a question previously.
I think that's right.
Before 1967, women weren't allowed on the floor, even if they were licensed brokers. So you could have been a licensed broker, but you weren't allowed on the floor. But the first woman allowed on the floor was Muriel, otherwise known as Mickey. Am I saying that name right? Muriel?
I think so.
Muriel.
Who
became known as the first woman of finance.
Wow.
And later she became the first female superintendent of banks for New York State. Wow.
All right. What a rise for
trailblazer.
Yeah, seriously. Don't worry about if you're pronouncing Muriel correctly or not. I bet if we Googled the last tracked person named Muriel, we're talking 30 years for right? At least 40. Gotta be her. Gotta be her. All right. So good fun fact. Don't like that was the case. Glad that got settled early on. Well, should have been earlier, but all right. So Ben, with the question, this one we haven't had this question before. I don't know the answer. I'm going to give my honest 2 cents quickly. Give people another minute just to send their answers over to experience@peakbot.com. Here's my thing. I cannot tell you even a clue between 1985 and 2010. I have no idea how long ETFs have been around. But I feel like it's longer than I'm thinking. I truly want to go with B 1993. That's going to be my answer, although I have no clue. I was going to go A or B.
All right. The answer is B. You're right. And it was SPY. It was the first ETF, one of the most traded securities in the world today. So SPY launched in 1993.
Ben, if you would have guessed, that's great question, great answer. If the question was what was the first ETF, would you have guessed it was SPY? Or that almost seems like a fastball right down the middle. You know what I mean?
I probably, if I had multiple choice, I would have seen SPY and I would have said that seems too obvious, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I probably would have went with SPY.
Yeah. It is the obvious answer. So, okay, very cool. Great trader trivia. Hopefully you caught or sent an email, got the right answer. And I'll tell you this, if you emailed us and you got it wrong, we'll still help you out. Just today only. Today only.
I didn't know we were doing that.
Yep, I just made the call. If you emailed us, because it was a tough one. Look, a lot of our trader trivia is easy, and maybe even we give some hints, and we want to be nice. Today was tough. I'm saying anybody who emailed us, and I'll give you to the end of the show, even, which might be soon. I'll give you to the end of the show. Email us at experience@peakbot.com, and we'll get you a free month. All right? So there you go.
Dylan's paying for your free month then.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm cooking dinner at home tonight now. All right, Ben, anything we should look out for? Could we enter a King Condor over the weekend, meaning entering this afternoon, expiring Monday?
We are indeed set to open a new King Condor position at a random time between 3:09 and 3:16 p.m. today.
Already so much information we're given there, but yes. We'll keep everybody else guessing.
Yes, there will be another Condor that we will be holding over the weekend. But why don't we take a look to see what we've got coming next week, so that way we can properly plan for what's going on.
Do you have that squeeze screenshot that we can share?
Oh, I don't. Let me grab it real quick. Let me see if I can.
I'm so sorry. We gave it so much hype. If anybody stayed till the end of the show and we didn't show that, I feel like they'd be upset. So here you go, Dad. No, my dad's not watching. I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, there's no way he tuned in.
What if he did? What if he called me right now? I was like, Dylan, I watch your show every week. All right, Zuma. Oh, yes. Yes. What was the stock again?
It was QMMM.
We're going to look at the chart. This will be a fun one.
Yeah. Pull up that chart, but this is a screenshot from a Thinkorswim account.
So do we have we don't have their entry price, huh? So
we could
figure it out
and figure it out, but
all right, let's see.
I don't know if we want to go through all
I have to assume, Ben, that okay, and again, because we're not saying it for anybody listening, $8,784 gain, which is an 8,800% gain. Okay. Ben, this looks like it here. Maybe not.
QMMM.
Yeah. This is it. Maybe I'm not on the wrong. Let's see.
I can't tell you guys.
All right. Well, then this happened. Okay, this didn't happen today. This was another spike. When did this happen, Ben?
No, this was like a week ago.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Ben, just trying to move my mouse. Oh, okay. I think I found it.
There you go. You found it.
Okay. All right. So I think we can safely say that this likely happened either on the 8th or the 9th here. So the stock was trading around $9.25.
Are you looking at the daily bars or no?
No.
What is that?
Here's the daily. Okay, here it is. Sorry. That was the 15 minutes. So then this was it here. So September 9th. Okay, so this Tuesday, stock went from $8.25 at its lowest. Okay, although it opened around $14.94 and saw a height of what was the high here? $303 then at one point. And I think the trader in which we showed got out at 100 something, right?
Yeah, you see, the crazier thing is the trader was holding this position since June
25th,
where the price was about $1.20. So $1.20 up to whenever they sold it. And I'm surprised they even held on that long, because on Monday this week, the stock was trading all the way up at $11. That's a great gain.
So look at this.
$11, and then bam, just shot up.
So this is fun. So we'll do this. We'll do. We'll just call it. I'll move it a little bit. But let's just say that. So Ben, here's the entry. Okay.
Yeah.
Orange line entry at $1. Yeah, like $1 and change. Held. We're starting to, Ben, when do you think this individual's thinking about it, right? I mean, we're talking, it happened very fast, right? I mean, a couple days here, it's picking up some steam, right? And then some big jumps. These are the 1 hour charts now. I'm so sorry, Ben. I don't mean to do that. But yeah, I mean, you're trading at $9. Maybe now you're thinking, okay, I'm almost 10xing my investment.
I mean, I'm looking back to, look at this screenshot. Open date, June 25th. Look here, June 25th was right here. They had to have, and there were several people on this, so all of them had to have just set this bot up and just let it ride and not look back. I mean, here's leading up to it, and it looks like, I mean, you buy in for $1.20. Even a couple days later, it's trading at $2. When did it hit $2? It hit $2 about 3 weeks later. Yeah, so I mean, even that's a great gain, and then just let it ride up and away.
Man, that's fun. That's fun. We had and again, there was only a couple people still holding that. We had another about 78% winner this past week. I forget what stock that was on, but I'll try to do some digging here while Ben's looking at some economic events.
All right, so what do we have going on next week? On Monday, not much. So I'm thinking Condor over the weekend looks too good to be true, honestly. We'll see. Just based on the events coming up. On Tuesday, we've got retail sales, pre-market, not a big deal. We got a 20-year bond auction, so that'll turn some bots off. Wednesday, we've got, FOMC starts next Tuesday.
Okay.
Wednesday is the big day. Interest rate decision. Man, I'll tell you what, if the Fed does not lower interest rates, the market is going to crash.
Okay.
People are going to go crazy. There's going to be riots in the streets.
There already is.
Already are. So yeah, Jay Powell taking the stand at 2:30 p.m. Eastern.
Man, that's not.
Yeah, we will be off on all fronts for those couple of days. Moving into Thursday, got some more data, some auctions. And Friday, nothing. Friday is just that oil rig count, which happens every Friday. So overall, not too much to worry about, in my opinion.
All right. Very cool. Not financial advice, obviously. Okay. So
And
Squeeze.
Doug brings up a good point. Might also sell the news if they do lower them. Yes. Take those quick gains, scalpers. That's when you need a bot to scalp bots, Doug.
Yeah.
You know people are going to do that. You know people have bots doing that. We should have an FOMC bot. Why don't we have an FOMC bot?
Can you get busy on it?
No.
Okay.
I'm busy everywhere else.
All right. Well, we'll see if anybody else wants to provide an FOMC bot strategy logic. We'll take a look at it, and maybe we'll build it. All right, Doug. Doug, seriously, do we have any idea where Doug is? I'm not asking you to say, Doug. Don't tell us where you are if you don't want to.
I think he's told us before. I think I've got it in my mind.
Doug, tell us now. Where are you?
Or maybe he just goes to events there.
Where did you say?
It's where Coca-Cola's based out of. I'm saying it in code in case he doesn't want people to know.
Cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Eastern Seaboard. Let's get out of here, Ben.
Let's get out of here, Dylan.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, especially you, Doug. We will be live again Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time for the Man and Machine episode. Thanks so much. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, see you at the peak. Take care.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.